Most cars that look this good can't back it up. Most cars that fast don't ride this smooth. And most cars with this much power wear a supercar badge, not 4 rings and an executive fastback body. The 2023 Audi RS7 Performance breaks every one of those rules. Audi Sport has always had a formula. Take something sensible, tear out its soul, rebuild it with something violent under the bonnet. Badge it RS. Send it out into the world wearing a straight face. The RS7 first appeared in 2013, a twin-turbo 4.0-liter V8, 553 horsepower, quattro all-wheel drive, and a silhouette that made sedans look apologetic. Critics couldn't decide if it was an art piece or a weapon. The answer, of course, was both. The C8 generation arrived in 2020. Wider, meaner. 591 horsepower from the same family of V8, now more refined but no less savage. Quattro still clawing all 4 wheels into the tarmac on every launch. Then Audi Sport looked at that car, already objectively excessive, and decided it still wasn't enough. The RS7 Performance arrives, same twin-turbo 4.0-liter V8. Different animal entirely. Revised turbochargers, reworked intake, recalibrated engine management. The result, 630 horsepower and 627 pound-feet of torque from the factory, with zero apology. A 48-volt mild hybrid system sits alongside it, not to save fuel, but to obliterate turbo lag at low RPM, so completely that the word wait loses all meaning. 0 to 60, 3.1 seconds. Standard top speed is capped at 155 miles per hour. Tick the dynamic package option and that ceiling climbs to 190 miles per hour. 5 seats, 4 doors, boot space for luggage. Completely unreasonable, completely Audi. The 8-speed torque converter automatic shifts faster and harder in Sport Plus mode. More critically, the Sport differential on the rear axle actively vectors torque between the rear wheels. So the RS7 Performance doesn't just grip through corners, it steers with its rear end, rotating on command like something half its weight. Carbon ceramic brakes, 440mm front rotors. Active suspension reading the road surface 1,000 times per second and adjusting in real time. Ride height dropped 10 millimeters. 22-inch forged wheels. Carbon fiber exterior trim. Blacked out RS badges. This isn't a spec sheet. This is a threat. Numbers describe capability. They don't describe character. Bury the throttle from a rolling 40 miles per hour in Sport Plus mode. The exhaust opens, the V8 drops an octave, and the RS7. Performance surges forward with a violence that makes the cabin feel suddenly very small. The torque arrives before you've finished the thought. The road vanishes ahead of you in chunks. Then back off. Ease onto the motorway. The adaptive air suspension swallows imperfections whole. Bang & Olufsen audio fills the cabin. The engine note retreats to a whisper. Leather surrounds you. The car breathes slowly again, like a predator that's already eaten. Against the Mercedes-AMG GT 63S, the RS7 Performance feels more composed at corner entry. Less drama, more precision. The AMG is a concert, the Audi is surgery. Stack it against the Porsche Panamera Turbo GT, and the gap narrows. The Porsche is sharper, lighter, more driver-focused. But it costs considerably more and squeezes 4 passengers into tighter space. The RS7 Performance sits in a window that very few machines in history have occupied. Genuinely fast, genuinely livable, genuinely beautiful. Here's where it gets dangerous. The EA8 254.0 V8 platform, shared across Lamborghini, Bentley, and Porsche, is one of the most tune-receptive engines wearing a production badge. A Stage 1 remap from ABT Sportsline, Miltech, or Cobb pushes output past 700 horsepower without touching a single mechanical component. Stage 2, upgraded intercoolers, high-flow downpipes, intake revision, and figures beyond 780 horsepower are well documented. At that point, the RS7 Performance stops being a fast car for busy professionals and becomes something you'd struggle to explain with a straight face. 630 horsepower, 4 doors, factory fresh, built for the person who refuses to pick a lane, between brutal and elegant, between family car and track threat, between understated and absolutely devastating. Audi called it the Performance. Tuners call it a foundation. 800 horsepower. Track day, same 4 rings.